Yeah, so things ain't looking good, you know, with Russia, you know, in America, you know, because with Snowden, you know, and what back in the past, you know. So, yeah, the Cold War never ended. And then, you know, you got, you know, America trying to police the state, man. Trying to tell other countries what to do and what not to do, man. A lot of countries, they get tired of that, man. All these other small countries, they get tired of that. They go join forces with the big countries, the big nations like Russia, China, you know. Because America, man, is stand on its last leg, man. Our military is spread thin. Why do you think when Bill Clinton was in office that came with that law when you turn 18, you know, that I forgot the name of that shit that called go to the post office, you know, and you sign. What, you remember that? You remember that? What's the name of it? I did it. So I hit 18. I had to do it. You know, select the service, right? Select the service. You know, and that's something like a draft, You know what I'm saying? That was like a draft, man. Because when I was 18 in Baltimore locked up, I had a sergeant kid calling my mother, man. It's like, yeah, well, you know, he's locked up. You know, guess what, man? They came visit me and a couple dudes to go fight the war, man. To go fight the war. I'm not going to fight no war, man. I said, nah, I got my chance getting out early. You know what I'm saying? I got my chance getting out early. It says a 50-50 chance. You know, you go to war, you might make it. I got a cousin of mine who went to the war, man. And after he came home, he bugged out a little bit, man. Killing children. His mind ain't right, man. And plus the shit that they're giving him, man. So, you know, hell with America, man.
That's like they tried to do that to Ali.
Oh yeah.
And Ali was like, the Vietnamese never called me nigga. You know? Like, why am I going to fight them people for?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Those are not my adversaries. The white man in America is my main adversary. The war is right here. Why would go across on the other side of the globe to fight a group of people that you have no contention with? All right? Now we're going to read this article right here. It says, Saki is target for terror attacks. This is in Russia. Russian authorities have spent an estimated $2 billion to shore up security in advance of the Sochi Winter Olympic Games, which begin February 7th. That's what, next week?
Yep.
Thousands of security personnel are patrolling what is described as a ring of steel around the Black Sea resort to prevent any terrorist attack. The main threat comes from the separatist and jihadist group in the North Caucasus, especially from Chechnya and Dagestan, located about 500 kilometers from Saki. Bruce Hoffman, an expert in terrorism with Georgetown University, said many groups come under umbrella organization known as Caucasus Emirate. All right? Well, they said, and this guy said he himself was vowed to explicitly disrupt the games. Okay, they said in late December last month, a group affiliated with Umarov claimed responsibility for 2 suicide bombings, I remember that killed more than 30 people in Volgograd, the largest city closest to Saki. They said that's the largest city closest to Saki, some 600 kilometers away. And they used women to do it. I remember. The 2 bombers were females.
And the Black Widow.
Yeah. It says Thomas Daywell, who has written extensively on the North Caucasus, said the security threat comes from a low intensity with serious Islamic insurgency, which is left over from the Second War in Chechnya. This is called, real quick. It says, so I'm not going to read the whole article, but it says, various groups threaten Winter Olympics. We are not talking about a kind of unified single organization, which is fighting the Russian state. There's one self-styled organization called the Caucasus Emirate, but people have some questions about how serious it really is. But we are talking about a number of quite desperate individuals who have Islamic ideology, have been personal loathing for the Russian state of President Putin, and who certainly want to disrupt the Sochi Games if they can. I remember last year you had the Super Bowl shit, the light switched off. You think that was done by accident? That was done purposely. Now this shit happening in New York. Don't be surprised, man. I'm sure you see them like in the Batman movie, remember? Where dude was running and then you saw the stadium.
Oh yeah,
the shit started collapsing in itself. That's when Bane made his introduction. But don't be surprised, they put certain things in movies for a reason, man. Right? That's what the Bible tells us to be circumspect.
Right. It might not be theatrical like that.
Yeah.
You know, but it's give you a sign, a heads up, like this is what would happen. You know what I'm saying? That might be a dude. It would be funny if dude will come like Bane and be like, what the hell?
Yeah,
you know.
Man.
But let's show you that in the movies, man. See when in that movie, see how they cut off the bridges. You know what I'm saying? I was watching that movie with Will Smith.
I Am Legend.
I Am Legend. Yeah, right. Cunt. And I saw it, for the second time, and I deep into it, man. And they're showing you how they deal with the city, to see how they do with the disease. You know what I'm saying? Making man-made disease, say it's curable. They have turned to vampires and shit like that, man. You know, because they're telling people to freaks of nature. Now, women can have a rod, a man can have a vagina. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's coming like man can have tits and all this crazy shit, man. Yeah, man. No other nations in their mind would think of shit like that, man.
That proves a white man is wicked, man.
Yeah, Esau is wicked as hell, man.
Get Isaiah 29:16. When the white man thinks like that, because he has knowledge on the left-hand side. Most High gave him that knowledge of wickedness. So saying now he can change genders now. He's trying to be the Most High, but the Most High gave you that for a reason, just to destroy you. See, the Heavenly Father is the ultimate chess player. He likes to build you up. It'll be too easy to crush you right away. Nah, make it a little fun. Like he said to Moses, the only reason I raised up Pharaoh was not so I could destroy him. And so that my name could be mentioned throughout all the earth. And to this very day, people still know the story of Moses because the destruction was that great. Okay? All the nations feared the children of Israel when they came out of Egypt because they heard what our power did to the Egyptians. And when America gets destroyed, all nations will fear the children of Israel once again. Because that's going to be the beginning of the kingdom of heaven. Where we're going to go around and put all you nations in captivity.
And they fear us now. They fear us now. That's
we're going to bring that scripture out, Revelation 11. I don't want to forget that. Read this real quick.
The book Isaiah chapter 29 verse 16. Surely you're turning of things upside down.
The white man turned everything upside down. Put women over men. Now you can change your gender. Now you can be a homo, be into bestiality. Certain states, child pornography is legal. You turn everything upside down. And the crazy thing about this devil is that what he swears on the Bible. He swears on the Bible. And the Lord told you not to swear on anything. So that's another law he broke. But read on.
Surely your turning of things upside down should be esteemed as the potter's clay, for shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding?
Right, that's what they say. They say to the thing that formed him, he formed me not. Because a lot of them are atheists. They don't believe in a higher power. That's what I'm saying. But like the brother said, they starting to fear now. That's why you got agents every week come up here. The undercover agents. When we be going home, we spot people trying to follow us, man. Why? What are we saying that's so? Because they know that this is the truth. See what I'm saying? They know we're not carnal. They know we're not no Islam. They know we don't believe in no bombs or nothing like that. But what we saying, all right, waking other brothers up, man. Okay, now you haven't had them Afrocentrics like Sa Nigga, even me. Sarnetta, which he still ain't take down them idols. But even he's starting to question what he believes in. That's why the hammer of truth, this word, this sword of truth is cutting through everything. Right? In Revelation 11:11.
The book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 11. And after 3 days and a half of the spirit of life from the Most High entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and the great fear fell upon them which saw them.
Great fear fell upon those. Who's that talking about? The 144,000. Lord willing, be a part of that now. You know what I'm saying? Lord willing, man. That's what we're striving for. That's the top teachers and leaders. That's the Lord's person. Like Esau got his Navy SEALs and his Army Rangers. You see what I'm saying? That's the Most High's group. That's his special forces. What is special forces supposed to be doing? You're supposed to be going out there and teach, man. You ain't supposed to be making excuses because it's cold. Satan don't take a break in the cold. So why would the men of the Lord do it? The Most High special forces or his men are supposed to go out there in the highways and hedges that his house may be full.
Right. And added to that, not just to come out in the highways and byways in the cold, but bring up prophecies, man. You're making videos talking about the nuclear missiles, talking about race riots, talking about martial law, talking about concentration camps. Yeah, you gotta bring that out because that's what's gonna happen, man. That's what's gonna happen. So you talking about missiles and this and that, man. That's what the Most High said to talk about to bring out. Guess what? Bring it out too. Didn't what was it? John had a vision of the nuclear missiles, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's prophecies.
In fact, you get that out. Revelation 19.
Man, that was back then, 2,000 years ago.
And we in that time now.
We're in that time now. So you gonna tell me you're not gonna your followers, you're not gonna feed them? Like I said in my videos, you're starving the flock, man.
Yeah, Revelation 19 and 10. Get that.
The book of Revelation chapter 19 verse 10. And they fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do not. I am thy fellow servant.
Right, the angel told St. John the Revelator, don't worship me. I'm a fellow servant too. Read on.
And of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahawashi,
Which is what?
worship the Most High for the testimony of Yahawashi.
Testimony of Yahawashi, who you ignorantly call Jesus Christ, is what?
Is the spirit of prophecy.
The spirit of prophecy. If you're the spirit of Yahawashi, which they call Christ, okay, which that's not his name, that's just a title, you're supposed to be in the spirit of prophecy. We in the time, this is the time we in now. When you gonna wait to prophesy, like the elders say, when we in the kingdom, when we sitting on thrones, you're gonna be like, brother, let's go out today and preach. No, the days of preaching is done. That's the reward part. You gotta warn your people now, man. All the prophets the Most High sent always prophesied, man. Noah prophesied. Okay? Moses prophesied, man. Daniel prophesied all the fallen kingdoms in chronological order. Isaiah prophesied. But Isaiah, all kind of prophecy in the book of Isaiah, all kind of prophecy in the book of Jeremiah, Ezekiel. The Lord prophesied, man, in Matthew 24. The Apostle Paul, all of them prophesied. So why are you not prophesying? See what I'm saying? You want to talk about how to get your family together and all this madness, man. We're not in that time, man.
And he loved that worshiping the angry nigga with me, man.
Yeah, the scripture says, woe unto you to have child and suckling in those days. We're not in that time, man. The Lord said, I come to cause division. The father shall be against his son, the mother shall be against her daughter. So we in that time trying to bring the family together, man. It's the time we living in. The time of death and destruction. You better get your mind and get spirit right, man. And get out here and teach. Get John 20:29. And the brother said, man, you got a lot of dudes in Israel, you're starving the flock. Okay, you're not preaching this word, man. You're sitting on your talent. And the Lord will kill you for that. Whatever gift you have, you better use it. If you're a good cameraman, you better start filming. If you're good at making garments, do that. If you're saying you're good at the signs, do that. If you're powerful, if you're good in the scriptures, you got a lot of demons out here, man. You got a lot of demons out here, man.
The book of John, chapter 20, verse 29. Yahawashi said unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me.
When going out to where he said, Peter, feed my flock, let me first down. That might be the last chapter or something like that. You speaking
yeah, because you gotta feed the flock, man. You can't hinder the flock, man. You know what I'm saying?